All right, guys. I sent away for a couple things for the Harley. The one thing I'm replacing on it is the strap that goes over the passenger seat. You know how I studded that out. I put like studs on it. Well, I decided I don't like that, so I bought a brand new one that doesn't have studs on them. And I also bought these lug nuts for the e-bike. The Since I put the sliders on the e-bike, the problem I'm having is the socket isn't reaching the lands on the lug nuts. So I got these sockets that have a hex insert inside of them. So they're probably about that long, and the outside of them has a smooth round wall. There's no lands on it, but the inside of the lug nut has the insert for a half-inch hex wrench. So I'll be able to torque them down, and I'll be able to get them on and off a lot easier. That's the thing with those. And I also got fringe floorboard leather. I already took the floorboards apart. These things are so round I can't even grab them. Okay, we took the floorboard inserts off. The fringe is leather, and the fringe is 8 inches long, so that's going to be about, probably touch the ground. And I believe the way they go on is the leather goes over these little rubber grommets, then you just put the thing back in and you have the fringe hanging down. And the long tassels I have for the handlebars, I'm dyeing those black. So I'm gonna rock the Harley Davidson with the long black tassels on the handlebars and the fringe on the footrest. It should look pretty nice like that. So what do you think of my dog, guys? Isn't she a doll, man? My dogs have treated me far better than 99% human beings I've ran across in my life. You guys know I was trying to get back. I was trying to make a relationship with my sister for the first time in our lives, and it's just ain't happening. My sister doesn't like or trust my wife, so that basically means you don't trust me. Okay, I'm not welcome on their property. Her husband is a bigot. He's bigoted against anyone that has Italian blood in them. And you guys, I think I told you guys we were only communicating through Marco Polo. Well, I deleted my Marco Polo accounts. I'm not, as it stands right now. She sent me a Marco Polo video that I didn't like. I really didn't like what I heard. I didn't expect anything any better. I sent her a Marco Polo. This is how we communicate. You guys know I haven't been in her house for 27 years because I'm not welcome on the property. And she doesn't want to come over here. Because I got the house when my parents died. So I sent her a video saying that, how do you think how do you think a person feels when you're their only sibling and you don't invite them over in your house for a get together, a Thanksgiving dinner, Christmas dinner, a barbecue, a 4th of July, a birthday party in 27, maybe 30 years, might even been 30 years. I lost count. I told her, how do you think that makes me feel? So she sent me back a video basically saying that it upsets her to even talk about it. She can't have this kind of problem in her life. And maybe someday we can me and my wife can come over to her house like, oh, I'm going to wait for this day to come over to this great castle. And, and Thanksgivings are only for her husband's family, which is bullcrap. Which is bullcrap. Her husband is from Irish descent, okay? Her husband is a bigot, not because he's Irish, because the traditional hate passed down to him from his mother and father. His mother and father are Irish. They passed this traditional hate down to him. Anybody that's Italian or Italian American is no good. The man's a full-on bigot. So I deleted my Marco Polo accounts, guys, and I am done being a fool. Okay? It takes a long time to feel like this. You don't feel like this toward another sibling overnight. It takes a long time to have more feelings for a stranger off the street than your only sibling. It takes a long time to get to this point that I'm at right now. As it stands right now, I don't ever want to talk to her again, and I don't ever want to see her again. I just don't. I have no feelings for this individual. I don't appreciate the way I am looked on to and the way my wife's looked on to by her and her bigot husband. I mean, they're both bigots. Personally, I think my sister has mental issues. I think she's in urgent need of seeking out professional mental guidance. I think what she needs to do is she needs to admit herself in some kind of a rest home for a few months because apparently she has mental issues. So that relationship is gone. I'll be honest with you guys, it never existed. I can't count one day when in our childhood where I had a good day with her. We went to the same grade school. I'll be honest with you, I don't remember seeing her in the school. She was 4 years ahead of me in a grade school. We never walked to school together. We never walked home together. I don't ever remember seeing her. This is the kind of person she is. She never wanted a brother. All right, she never wanted the. I'll be honest with you. I would have rather had a brother than a sister. I mean, the way it is right now, knowing what I know now. You dudes out there that have a brother, I hope you get along with them. Because you have no idea you have no idea what you have, my friend. You have no idea what you have. Having a freaking brother that you can hang with, you can maybe ride with. Help each other as much as you can. Don't let the relationship go sour like this one. Well, this one didn't go sour. It was sour from the beginning, okay? I can't say that it went sour. It was never good. My hand to the Lord Almighty. If I'm lying, may He strike me down right now at this moment. I have tried to mend this relationship. I have tried, brother. Last year, I asked her 3 times through Marco Polo videos. You want to hook up somewhere? I'll take you out to dinner. Do you want to walk with me and Kita in a park? The response was 0. So, you ask yourself, you look in the mirror and you ask yourself, are you done? Are you finished becoming a fool? Or do you want more? Okay, I don't deserve to communicate with somebody through a Marco Polo video. If you're going to communicate with me, you come to my house and communicate to me to my freaking face. I'm a freaking human being. I deserve at least that. I don't deserve to be treated like I raped her children or robbed their freaking house, because I didn't do none of them things. I don't deserve to be treated like this. I did nothing to her. Okay? Actually, it was all on her. What she did is she tried to steal my house. She tried to have me thrown out of my house and make me and my wife and my dogs homeless. Okay? That's what her and her husband, her bigot husband, they tried to do. They tried to take my house from me when my mother died, when my mother passed away. That's what they tried to do. She also threatened to have the sheriff sent to my house. That's the kind of sister this is. She's not a sister to me no more. You know, guys, it's not a shame. What it is a tragedy. And this is going on in a lot of families across America. Because I've talked to a few people and they're going through the same thing. And what happens is a sibling puts money ahead of a relationship, of a sibling, a relationship with a sibling. They put money in front of it. That's what's happening in America. And it's a tragedy. It's not a shame. It's a tragedy. One day something's going to happen to her or her husband, and she's going to want me to pray for her, and I'm not going to pray for her. I'm not going to. It takes a long time to get to this point, brother. Okay? Don't view me as a rotten person or an evil man. I'm not. I'm not. You've seen how much I love my dog. I'm not an evil man. It takes a long time to get to this point. It takes a lot to get to this. You know, I'm not the brightest bulb on a tree, but I'm sick and tired of being a freaking fool. You know, and I've talked to my wife about this, guys. I have literally no other outlet to vent but on here. And I'm trying to pass on my experience to people that are in the same situation. I'm trying to tell you to stop letting this thing hurt you and stop being a fool like I was for a long time, for 3 decades almost. You know, it ain't going to turn out good. Like if you're into this like 5 or 10 years, you know what? Do yourself a favor and back out and live your life, and forget about that spouse or sibling that's shining you on like I've been shining on, because it ain't going to get no better. After that amount of time, it's going to just keep on getting worse and worse and worse and worse and worse. Do yourself a favor, okay, and literally forget about them, because they forgot about you. Okay? They forgot about you, brother, sister. They forgot about you. So you forget about them. You know, it's that's the kind of times these are, guys. These are the times of hate. This is the era of hate. Okay? You don't have to like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. But that's what these times are. You see what just happened down in New Orleans. A guy ran over. He killed. There's actually more than 15 people deceased now. You know, you're talking about running human beings over. You can hear their bones breaking as you run them over. You know what he did is these people just didn't get hit and just get bounced out of the way. He ran them over underneath the truck. That means their legs snapped, their arms snapped, their heads snapped. It takes evil to do that. Then there is another shooting up there in Queens. I think there was actually another mass shooting somewhere I saw that I forgot about. But that's what these times are. These times are this is the era of hate. Okay? Hate rules right now. Hate has taken over the United States of America. And it's a tragedy. All these little kids that are growing up, they are basically growing up being trained to hate from their mothers and fathers. And they're being trained not to trust anybody outside of their living room. Things are going to just get worse. I'm telling you. I tried telling you guys that live up there in Detroit. Do you think Trump's going to fix Detroit? The generations have to die off that are programming this hate on people. Okay? It's not going to change. No president is going to change this. It's going to just get worse until these generations pass away, until they die off. It's going to take at least 80 years for a change to happen in America. At least 80 years. Once you get a new generation coming, hopefully they'll be raised with a little bit of compassion for their fellow man, and the things will start to change a little bit toward people getting along with each other. Why do you guys think I talk to my dogs so much? Why do you think I give my dog so much attention? And I take my dog on vacation with me. I refuse to kennel him up. Why do you think I sacrifice so much time walking my husky? I literally made a platform in the back of my Cadillac for my husky. I don't care about the hair goes into my Cadillac. I don't care about the hair in my house. I put towel all over my floors for my dogs. Why do you think I did that? Because I took the animals over people, because people treat me like pure crap. That's why I took the animals over human beings. By the way, there's a guy, he made a comment about my Cadillac was crap, and if I buy a Jeep, that's going to be crap too. I muted you. You're permanently muted, brother. All right? You might think you're putting a comment down, but no one else is going to see it but you. That's what muting does, and I cannot unmute you, and I'm not going to. Anybody that leaves a rude comment trying to hurt me with your nickel and dime comment, I'm going to mute you. I'm not blocking you because I'm going to keep you as a subscriber, but I'm going to mute you. And that means when you mute someone on YouTube, you can't unmute them. What that does is they think they're putting a comment down, but you're the only one going to see it. No one else will. So my fringe guys should be in probably in about maybe 3 or 4 days. I'm still at odds about trading a car in for a Jeep. You know, we have a lot of bills here to pay, guys. I'd like to put the chain for my dog. I like to put the chain link fence in the backyard for my dog Kita. She deserves to have a bigger yard. You know, I'm not going to get like everybody else and sacrifice my entire paycheck for a vehicle. I'd rather sacrifice my paycheck for my home and my wife and my dog. So, all right, guys. Yeah, I can't wait to get that fringe on. That's going to look nice. That's going to look nice on here. And the black leather dye, I'm going to order that as soon as I get off here. And I'm going to order some popcorn spray too, guys. You know, the popcorn spray I used to buy in my supermarket, it hasn't been on the shelf for like 3-4 weeks. I don't know what's going on. I don't know if the company went out of business or if they're not making it. Maybe they don't have enough workers to produce it. That's what I'm seeing a lot in the stores. So I have to order, I think it's Fibbling's black leather dye. I have the application. Well, I'm going to use a paintbrush to apply it. And I'm going to also order my popcorn spray. All right. Take it easy.